I don't know how many videos we'll have done today, but it probably might be a record. So here's the question. This is a previous client. He wants me to go back and here's the thing, guys. He wanted me to go reread or resend him all the email exchanges we had. No. I don't have time. No. Fuck you. No. So he wanted me to, review the video is 20 minutes long. So it's going to be $100. Whoa, what? Yes, boys and girls, the Cappy's time comes at a price. You don't understand how pricing works. It's not how much time does the person actually do the actual job of creating the product. It's how much time do I have to dick around talking to you? How long does the mechanic have to listen to your wife talk about shit that she thinks is wrong with it but doesn't know? How much time from time 0.00 you're on the clock? And it's all, how much will you pay for? All of it. You will pay for all of my time and overhead. That's how businesses work. I got lawyers. Not lawyers, but their clients. What do you mean you have to charge? I have to charge you. Well, I thought you could just come. Well, that's my time, isn't it? What the fuck? You think it's the happy fuck around show? Everything. Have I made progress? Arguably not. However, your advice is strangely still operates as the fundamental force in the back of my mind. You said, find a job and stick with it, and you will get your accounting degree online. I'm far less retarded than I was 2 years ago. Arguably still retarded. I haven't stopped routinely drinking. I can stop by replacing my bad habits with focus. I currently work at a company. Making $39,000 a year for the last 9 months. That's good. You obviously held down a job. You got a 401k, 5% match, pension, life insurance. Dang, doing pretty good. Better than you were before. You were homeless last we chatted, I believe. And dental. These benefits took effect immediately after hire. For the most part, my net income is $1,200. I'm fully intent on staying with this company. Everyone I've ever met in this company has had a career for more than 5 years. That's great. That's great. You're making progress. I'm also enrolled for accounting. I'm a junior, not on merit. I don't know what that means. I would have never been admitted had I not called the director of transfer admissions and possessed my way in by playing the depression card. Oh, I see. Everyone's oppressed and no one's faking it for the special hand-me-outs and gimme-dats. To explain my garbage transcript, why I failed the same class 2 online. Well, see, I do have to admit your dad was a loser and you were homeless. But I lectured you about that at no point in my time, no matter how bad it was. And with no help from my parents, I was never homeless because I don't like being cold. I don't like pneumonia. I never made an effort because I didn't care. At the time, I'd rather drink. And I wonder why there are so many losers who just think it's like, oh, we got to get those people's money, or it's that group of people, or this group of people that benefited unfairly. You never accused anyone of that. You legitimately say, I'm just using this as an example. Like, wonder how many people, if they just gave up drinking and actually applied for a job and showed up for a job and did it, a lot of these problems would just go away. Now I have a full Pell and MA grants, totaling $9,000 in tuition reimbursement. Oh, you got tuition reimbursement from your company too. I'm in line for an online bachelor's degree in accounting. All right, which I could obtain for free. Securing a career with this company and this degree is now critical towards my success. They'll extend into my 30s, 40s, and 50s. Dude, it'll extend till you're dead. Executing on this will allow me the financial security that no one in my family possesses. Yeah. You may be the first family to not be a financial parasite upon the rest of us taxpayers. And I do mean that. Like, you will hold your head up and high. I mean, you'll have a nice place. You won't be homeless. You don't rely on your dad. And your dad, you can't rely on him anyway. This is my question. How do I perform this? Fucking Christ. Should I get Should I get an apartment with my father, who I currently live with, near my company? I'd allow me more opportunities during it would. Dude, you guys, I'm not a big English guy, but fuck, you got to use the right words. You have to. It would allow me more opportunities during my studies. Or should I secure permanent work from home and move 80 miles to a shitburg cheap housing for $550 a month, a garbage former mill city in Massachusetts? The college is located then, as well as my family. You mean located there? However, I'd have to work from home and attend college 100% online for it to be free. Hank, wait a minute. Should I secure permanent work from home and move 80 miles back for cheap student housing for $550? What about your fucking job? No, you're not moving 80 miles back home. Your family's a bunch of fuck-ups. No. Get your job. If you have to, go to school part-time. Keep your job. They're giving you tuition reimbursement. Keep your job. What was the first fucking thing I said? You're going to get a job and keep it. This is why I don't care if all you fuckers die. I really don't. It's this constant, and it's my fault for getting angry. My fault, because I have too high of expectations for people to fucking support themselves. Mark my words, 20 years from now, people are going to have people wiping their ass. Oh, wait, that's called Seattle, Tacoma, Portland, and San Francisco as street people come in and sweep up off the defecation. No, you're going to school online. You don't need to go to a physical school. Keep your job. And you didn't spell this out clearly to me. I have no idea what your option is. Should I get an apartment with my father, who I currently live with, near the corporate HQ of my company? It would allow me more opportunities during my studies. Or should I secure permanent work from home, move 80 miles back to... How about this? You be a real fucking man and you find your own fucking housing. Maybe you find a room you can rent. There are houses that just rent out rooms, and you go rent a room, not with your deadbeat loser dad, and you just go to work and you go to school online. The former requires me to put the money to secure an apartment. Yes, usually there is a deposit. It's called being an adult. My father makes very little a year, has no license. We need my car to commute to and from. No, you're not helping your dad. No, you are leaving your dad. You're going to become a man. Stop letting people live off of you. No. The later will allow me some independence. However, I'm working remotely and not fully from home. I may lose the opportunity to work from home after COVID passes. If I take some leap of faith, I understand I'm not important to the company. I also have two brothers who are absolute lost ones. 18. I'm trying to install joining the union into an international, but yeah. Then there's my 4-year-old brother who may be a lost cause by 18. That's the emotional factor, trying to stimulate my father back to his former earnings potential. What is any of this? What is this? What is it with you loser families you go try to save your loser family members? What is wrong? All of them are lazy. They don't want to work. Boom. There you go. They want the government gimme-dats. Leave your family. Leave them. I'm not saying never talk to again. Don't visit on Christmas. But you're not their responsibility. Or they're not your responsibility. Go find your own place, get your own fucking car, and see, you didn't write this clearly. So, okay, you're working from home. And so when this is over, COVID is over, then you'd like to be near the office. Well, I think you should go get an office near the place. Make sure it has internet. And yes, you will have to put down a deposit. Yes, you will. Why the fuck does anyone in this country or society owe losers like you and your family this when you can't even figure out basic adult shit? All right? You are trying to make it out of this shit and filth known as your family and whatever culture this you were brought up under, so that you're not like them. And you hear, but my brother and my older brother and my dad and Jesus, you can't do that. You can only support yourself. You could barely support yourself. Cut them the fuck off. Yes, do the adult thing and find a cheap apartment nearby. Yes, that will take time. I would still work from home. I mean, because not until they call you back. But I wouldn't pay any attention to them. You work. Now, if all of a sudden they're starting to beat you up and demand that you give them your car and they crash it and it doesn't have insurance, then you're fucked, right? I'd say for that sake, for the risk, yes, go find a cheap apartment. Maybe apartments are cheaper because everyone has like the COVID, right? Go find a room. Go find some cheap place near the office so that they call you back and you can't telecommute anymore. You got a short commute and a cheap place to live. Continue to go to school online. Get your accounting degree. Finish it. Save some money. About the only thing I can think of, I don't know if we talked about this, is God Almighty join the fucking military if you lose this. If you somehow fuck this up, you need someone to beat your ass, and it's not me. You need a drill instructor watching over you for 8 weeks, beating the fucking shit out of you. That's the emotional factor trying to stimulate my father back to his former earnings potential. What responsibility is that of your? Don't you realize how that fucker ruined you and your brother's lives by being a shitty dad? Don't you get that? That piece of shit deserves to die in a fucking gutter, not bring you down with him. So I just stay in the area, forget about my entire family, focus on myself for $19 an hour. It doesn't go very far in this area. That's what I would do. I guess you're going to have to live poor. I guess you got to live like I did. I didn't get anywhere near the fucking coverage you got with healthcare, tuition reimbursement, and all that other shit. I just got money. That was it. That's funny. Take my money, you financially independent, effectively retired dude that I envy. I hate you because I envy you. Do you really hate me though? Or is it a good hate? Because there's good and bad envy. Like if I look at Bill Gates, like, oh man, I hate that fucker. Look at me, he got $40 billion. I wish I could be like him. I want to figure out what he did. So that's good envy. That's good hate. But Bill Gates has more than me because he's whatever people use. He's male, he's white, he came from wealth. That fucker should share it. He took it away from me. And then that's your hate. And then where has that gotten anybody? I had it worse than you when I was your age. I did. At least though my parents were not fuck-ups like yours. That's the one thing that's hurting you right now. I learned long ago you don't take care of family. Long ago. And that's another weakness you got. You take care of yourself. Because there's a concept. If everyone took care of themselves, nobody would have to worry about anything. Hey, because I envy your position in life and I'm paying for the information. Yes. Yes. I worked for it. I got here, clawed my way. I need to defeat the alcoholism. Yes, you do. And achieve my CPA at least by the time I'm 37 years from now. Yeah, give up drinking. There you go. Without a woman taking my money at that point, you are in no condition to date women right now. I would not bother with the women. What I can achieve is arguably endless. Correct. I could retire early with over 1 million liquid assets. Yeah, you got a 401k with a match. I've never had that in my life, dude. I've never had that. Multiple properties with tenants pay me for a service of shelter. No. That's just more problems. Dude, you can barely house yourself. How the fuck are you going to run real estate and house other people? Buying dividend and interest paying securities. There you go. There you go. Without a wife, it can financially ruin me. Similar to what my mother caused. Yep. Thinking once I leave, the juvenile mentality of my parents will no longer be disfigured mentally as a man with boredom. My father was nothing to offer me. He has liability to me at this point. Yes, he offers nothing to me. Yes, he has no assets, live day to day, paycheck to paycheck, borrows money from me. Stop lending him fucking money. At least I give you some in return. And borrows my car, driving without a license. Well, no. Fuck it. Now you do what you want, dude. The epitome of everything I fear at your age. Why would I be the person who gets him out of this situation? I'm not responsible. Obligating my father's fallacious renaissance when he's $40,000 in child support debt. Tough life. He's made bad decisions. I can't rely on consideration. I'll never see such pitiful. I'll never see such pitiful socioeconomic. Well, you've lived it now. Do you want to go back? Do you want to stay there? Wait till your dad crashes the car and they find out that you lent the car to him and he doesn't have a license. Your insurance is not going to cover that. And so he runs over some kid. Now you got a $2 million lawsuit against you. There we go. Okay, questions, answers. assholeconsulting.com. Well, wait, any super chats? Nope. All right. See you guys later. Toodles.